Hi, I'm Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation, and I'm here with Fishman's new set of AFX Mini pedals. You may have already seen my demo of the blue chorus that I recently did, as well as the general overview of the three pedals, which are comprised of the acoustic compressor, the blue chorus, and the EchoBack delay pedal. And today I'd like to focus on the delay pedal for this demo. You heard me just play through all three of them. I had a little bit of compression and chorus going on as well. I'm going to turn those off right now. I'm running through a Platinum Pro EQ preamp pedal. It's really not necessary to do that. I happen to have it on this pedal board here anyway, so I left it on there, and it also allows me to mute the pedals here very easily in the studio while I'm talking. I'm running it through the Loudbox micro amplifier, which of course is another very new Fishman product, very compact little amp, very capable, perfect for use here in the studio. So let's take a look at the EchoBack delay pedal. As you recall, Fishman came out with 4 AFX Mini pedals last year. They included the EQ pedal, the looper, the reverb, as well as the very innovative blender pedal that allows you to do all kinds of different signal routing with these pedals. These new pedals use the same kind of metal housing and overall design that was introduced with the AFX Mini pedals last year, and so the EchoBack falls exactly into that same footprint. Like the other AFX Mini pedals, it has to be powered externally. They're so small, there's really no room to put a battery inside. I'm powering it with a Voodoo Labs power supply that's underneath my pedal board here, and of course you could use many kinds of wall wart type simple power supplies, but you will have to supply your own. Fishman does not include a power supply with these pedals. Fishman is, of course, an expert in acoustic amplification, and as such, these pedals are designed to be a great match for use with acoustic instruments and acoustic pickups. I should say that right now I have the Fishman Rare Earth Power Tap in this Taylor 712C. That's a magnetic rare earth pickup in the sound hole and a transducer under the bridge plate, and they're blended right now about 50-50. So the most important thing about being a good match for acoustic instruments is that these pedals use a parallel signal path, and that means that the the processed signal goes sort of on top of your coherent original signal. So rather than interrupting the signal and turning everything into the effect sound is added to the natural sound, and that way the natural sound of your guitar, your pickup, stays true. It doesn't really get altered, it just gets added to, and that really is a great benefit for those of us who use pedals with acoustic instruments. Furthermore, like all the AFX pedals, the EchoBack is compatible with the dual routing option that Fishman offers on these, and that is accessed by using a tip ring sleeve TRS cable instead of the standard 1/4-inch cable. Either one is compatible, but if you do use the TRS cable, you have the option of choosing 2 different signal paths, one on the ring, one on the tip, and that allows you to combine different pedals or route them with the AFX Mini blender in different configurations that might add the effect to one pickup but not the other if you have a dual pickup system in your guitar, or if you have a pedal board that you use with your electric and your acoustic guitars, you can route them so that they use different signal paths. And if you cycle back to my my demo that I did a while ago of the blender pedal, I'm demonstrating that with a couple different options and kind of clarify how that works, because it is kind of a new concept for a lot of players, but it's a very powerful way to set up your pedal board. But back to this new little delay pedal, which Fishman calls the EchoBack. A lot of sort of your standard delay sounds available to that. The functions include fundamentally a digital delay, which is what I was using when I was just playing through it, a tape delay, kind of like a tape echo, and an analog delay. And they each have their sonic qualities that are quite attractive and easy to access, easy to dial in. You have a level control, you have your delay time, and you have your repeats. When I was just playing, let me unmute myself here. I had it set up to quite a few repeats here, and right now, before I had the compressor and the chorus going, right now all we're hearing is the echo back. So I can either set it up to have these multiple repeats, or I could dial that way back and really only have the delay function. But it only repeats a couple times that way. So I have a lot of control that way, which are standard controls on a lot of delay pedals. However, recently a lot of delay pedals have gotten quite complicated with a lot of controls and knobs, and that can be great to sort of do these surgical little tonal tweaks. But if you want to get a quick sound on stage, or you're new to delay pedals, this is just a great way to access your sound. Interestingly, the digital and the analog delays are very similar in how they function and how the knobs work, but you get a very different tonality. So again, here is the digital delay. And then if I switch to the analog, I get a very different sort of sonic picture. Just a different sound. It's really more of a colored sound, which is what you would expect with an analog processor, whereas the digital really is much more precise and reproduces the signal that I'm feeding into the pedal. One very cool thing is, as I'm changing the delay time on this, I get a temporary pitch effect, and some people use that to great effect while they're playing. Players like Bill Frisell, for example, really play with that control, and that is something that is inherent of older kind of analog delays, where you get that pitch effect as you're changing delay time, and it can be a very fun thing to experiment with. On the less sort of radical way, of course, either one of these, let's just for fun go to the analog delay, and I'm just going for a much shorter delay time and fewer repeats. Much more of almost an echo kind of reverby sound in there, and that is of course what I'm getting with the tape delay option as well. Again, depends on how much of it you want. If I'm dialing it down a little bit more, then it becomes very short, or I can dial both parameters up a little bit. So you can see it does a different pitch as it does the repeats on this. So super fun, a lot of tonal options in a pedal that is as simple and easy to use as the EchoBack. The EchoBack also has a tap tempo function, and that is a very important feature for a delay pedal, and that it allows you to set the delay times exactly to the tempo that you're playing at. In the case of the EchoBack, you hold the pedal down for a couple seconds, and then you have, I think, 5 seconds to tap in your tempo, and then it locks that in, and you can have it set exactly to the tempo that you're playing at. So the tap tempo is a very useful feature on this unit that I really wouldn't want to be without by using a delay pedal myself. So those are the basic functions and sounds of the new Fishman AFX Mini EchoBack. It's a great addition to Fishman's offerings of effect pedals. Whether you're already using other Fishman pedals or not, it's a great introduction to delay or just a great, simple, clean sounding delay unit for anybody, especially if you're looking for one that is very compact. Even if you have a crowded pedal board, you can probably find space to put one of those on. The dual path routing options and the tap tempo. I should also mention you can switch between true bypass and a buffered switching mode. So just a lot of features packed into a small, compact, rugged housing. So I definitely recommend you check them out. They should be available at Fishman dealers now. I think I'll go out and just show you a little bit more how to use the level control on this, which kind of goes back to having the parallel signal path, in that it allows you to really dial it into addition to your inherent natural pickup sound, and that is just a great option if you just want a touch of the effect added to your sound. So please come back here to Peghead Nation for more of our gear demos. My name is Teja Gerken. If you are seeing this on YouTube, consider subscribing to our channel, and also coming over to pegheadnation.com to see not just our gear demos, but also all of our lessons, not just for guitars, but also for many other stringed and fretted instruments. My name is Teja Gerken, and I'll go out, and I think I'll start with the level control here. I'm back to the digital delay, and I'll start with the level control fairly low. So you really only hear a touch of the delay added to the signal path, and then I'll dial it up a little bit more so you can hear the full range of available sounds.